Well, I was planning on videoing, sitting right there, but Demi's here to claim my seat, so it's going to be a few minutes. So, 4 days ago, my TCL 55-inch TV in the living room. It's my lifeblood, believe me. And it's my best friend. Decided that it was going to go to TV heaven. It completely died on us. It was only 2 years old. It was 2 years old in October, so that goes to tell you it only had a 1-year warranty on it, so there was nothing we could do about that. Um, so we had to go find a 70-inch TV to replace it. 70-inch TV. Wow. Hi guys, it's me, Vicky, AmputeeMee. And if you haven't been to my channel before, I am a right above knee amputee after having my leg amputated twice. I don't have my leg on right now. I want to show you a few things. 2 days ago, I was walking in the kitchen, washing dishes in there, really busy, and my leg came off. Okay, that's the third time my leg came off, and don't get me wrong, I love having a suction leg. It feels like it's a part of me. Nothing at all like the pin lock. Pin lock always felt like it was just hanging from the end of my leg, the end of my stump here. So I hobbled over to my wheelchair and sat down and finished taking my leg off the rest of the way to see what the problem was. And okay, I start out in the morning by wearing 2 of these. They're 3-ply socks, so 6-ply. And the socks made for the suction liner are made to go up underneath the suction ring. There's a little groove here, and the top of the sock fits smoothly in there. Then you pull the suction ring back down over it. Well, if you're being reckless and in a hurry and trying to get your leg on for the day, what happened is in the two of the socks that I had put on, there was a wrinkle underneath the liner. It was like bunched up like this. So it was preventing the seal from making a good tight seal. And that's why, I mean, I wore it probably for more than an hour before it came off. But I realized each of the time, the 3 times that my leg has come off, it has been something on my part and not on the part of the leg or the liner. It is something I am responsible for that caused it to come off. So as you see, Demi finally let me have control of the couch or the daybed. And I'm finishing up what I had here. While I was in Michigan during my mom's memorial service, my cousin Myrna, who has to be about 80 years old, if not older. I mean, this woman looks amazing. She looks like she's in her 40s. Her skin is so smooth, there's no wrinkles. I look older than she does. And anyway, her and my mom grew up together and they were tight. And she said that she was doing a project for a cancer treatment center by her home back in Michigan and wanted to make 80 scarves to donate to the cancer center before Christmas because they found out when they're getting chemotherapy, they're freezing with this ice cold liquid going in their arms, but they can't wear long sleeves because they have to have their arms free for the treatment. So they found out if they just covered up their necks, it would make them warmer. So she had a goal of 80 scarves. She said she had 10 done already, and if I would help her out with that. And I told her I would, and I would mail them to her. I'm getting ready to box them all up and mail them now. But those of you that know me know that I have been crocheting since I was 9 years old. We lived next to a house. Basically, it was country till I made a subdivision across the street. And our next door neighbors would spend the summer in Kentucky with their family. And they would have an elderly couple, I'm sure, neither one of them are alive today because they were elderly then and I was 9. They would live in a house and take care of it for the 3 months every summer. And they were Cager and Pearl Casey. We call them Mr. and Mrs. Casey. But they were the nicest people I have ever met. Well, I would go over there and she would be crocheting, and she's the one that got me started crocheting. I'm left-handed, she's right-handed, but she sat across from me, so her hands would be doing the same as mine, and it would appear that it was on the other side. And she taught me, I remember the first thing I bought was an ombre purple thread. It went from dark purple to lighter purple to almost white. And so she taught me how to make these little doilies with thread. And since then, I've been hooked. If I'm just sitting around doing nothing, I'm crocheting. Even though I've been crocheting all these years, I'm not a fast crocheter. I love crocheting. Even baby blankets takes me a few months to make. And now I make my own patterns on the computer and print it out. But the problem with that is my printer is only a black and white printer. And so it's hard to tell sometimes in the pattern the difference between the black, the gray, and the white. I will have to sit there and outline it and mark in what color it is before I begin my project. And I have made many, many projects. I've made hundreds of Afghans. I used to sell them on eBay, but I found out that it's not worth it. What you make on eBay from it barely even covers the cost of the yarn, let alone all the hours spent into it. So I stopped selling them on eBay. Now I've done private orders for people. I have a coworker that worked with me when I worked at Walmart's in Portland, Texas, that to this day will email me and say, hey, can you make this for me? Give me a price. And I'll give her a price. She'll say, go ahead. And she'll send me the check. I'll send her the item. And it's usually for her grandkids. And she's a lovely, lovely woman, and she loves everything I crochet. Well, anyway, my goal was to make 40 half. And I'm not that fast of a crocheter. I have rheumatoid arthritis. My hands can only handle so much. I end up making 20. So what I'm doing is finishing them up and getting ready so I can box them out and mail them to my cousin. I have no idea how many she has on her end. I know I'm not the only one crocheting for her, but I sure hope that this helps out. So I can't tell from this distance if my camera is on, so I may have to redo this whole video. But I don't have really a whole lot more to say. I have been super stressed. We have sent the mortgage company the last of the papers that they require, and I haven't heard anything back from them. I've heard from my landlord here who released some papers to the mortgage company, and that was yesterday morning. And all I'm doing is stressing out, wondering if this is going to be able to go through. Are we going to be able to get a mortgage so we can move out of here and buy a house? It's just been stressful, very, very stressful. And I'm sure, you know, we're first-time home buyers and we're in our 60s. I don't know why we didn't attempt to buy in our younger days. It just seemed easier to rent. You know, you want a place, here. You give them the money, you can move in tomorrow. With buying a house, it's not quite like that. So, been very stressed out about that. Stressed out having to get all this paperwork. All I can say is, pray for us. Hope we get the mortgage and we can move out of here and I can get into something that's more handicap accessible for me. I would really love to be able to wheel myself into the bathroom in the wheelchair in the middle of the night when I have to get up and pee, instead of hopping from the bed to the wheelchair, taking the wheelchair backwards out the door into the hallway, pulling the walker out of the bathroom door, than hopping from the bathroom door to the toilet and then back on the walker. So if I wake up in the middle of the night and have to pee, it wakes me wide awake. There is no going back to bed. I am up for the day. And you know, seriously, I'm tired of getting up at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning for the day. So, hopefully we can get in some place where my wheelchair is able to go through doorways easily. I mean, it'll go through the bedroom doors here, but even in the kitchen, I forward in the wheelchair. If I don't have my leg on, then I have to back out. It's really, really narrow. So keep your fingers crossed and send us plenty of prayers that this happens for us. And if I thank you very much for watching my video today. Really, without you, I wouldn't have videos. And don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button down below. I would really appreciate it. Thank you for helping me out. Until next time, guys. See ya.